Hello, welcome to a new Vintagetools video. Vintagetools is very proud to present you another brand new rack series for vintage German mixer modules. While our VT19-1U and VT19-5U racks are compatible with any solid-state modules in the A1 or B1 size, our new VT7X Rack is the ideal housing for any of the early tube modules which were developed soon after World War II and started with the famous V72 preamp. The V72 was a huge success. Over 20,000 units were built and installed in radio stations worldwide. The V72 was even used in the famous EMI Red 37 mixing desk at Abbey Road Studios, where the Beatles wrote history. The V72 family was later completed by other modules sharing the same cassette size. Some had very close and others different circuit designs. Today the V72, V72A or B, V71, V74, V77 or V78 are highly sought after vintage mixer modules and mostly used as mic preamps. Let's have a look at the VT7X Rack's design and its technical features. For the first time, we decided on an alternative color. Together with the black printings, vintage style knobs and black screws, this tone fits perfect to the old cassettes. Look how nice the V72 merges with the front plate. The cassette is tightened to the main chassis with the original clamping mechanism, but we decided to add a steel angle to hold the cassette in place. This angle can then be screwed together with the backside of the rack. The result is a rock-solid 19-inch 2-unit rack which holds the cassettes tight, looks beautiful and adds high-quality components and circuit design to build an uncompromising product. Let's take a closer look at all the features. We designed 4 PCBs for this rack. The first one is a custom PCB for the power inlet. The big toroid transformer was exclusively hand-wired for us by a small German factory. The AC input can either be 100 volts, 115 volts or 230 volts and results to a stable output of 220 volts. This is the perfect supply voltage for the old modules and it also spares the tubes. The small blue transformer provides a 48-volt phantom power needed for condenser mix. It works in conjunction with the toggle switch PCB here. The circuit on this PCB adds a so-called ramping or ramp time to the phantom power. When the toggle switch is set to plus 48 volts, the phantom power slowly increases from 0 volts to 48 volts in order to protect the very sensitive and nearly impossible to replace input transformers of the preamp module. The second toggle switch has a phase reverse function. The gain is controlled via a gold-plated 11-step rotary switch working as a pad. For the V72, the gain goes in 3 or 4 dB steps from 0 to plus 34 dB. Since the gain of other V-series preamps might differ, we decided to label the gain with these nice little dots instead of any numbers. Custom gain steps can be implemented upon the customer's request. For a dual-channel V78 rack we recently built for a customer, we made the pad 0 dB to plus 50 dB in 5 dB steps. All Vintagetools racks are sketched and manufactured after the highest claims of quality. The tube modules are hard to find, so sometimes we stock them, sometimes not. If you already have a V72 or compatible module and only need the rack, we still recommend you to send the cassettes over so we can professionally mount them in the rack and also check your modules technically. Of course, we can also send you an empty rack, prepared for your cassettes if you have a tech nearby. The racks are available in mono or stereo, with or without modules installed. If you are interested in a purchase, you will find the link in the text below. More information on vintage German broadcast and recording gear can be found on www.vintagetools.de. Thanks for watching.